can't no what if the Anunnakis was that if the Anunnakis was that smart of a species, why don't we understand their language and understand their forms of text?
Because they didn't want us to.
Then why would they leave it here for us?
They didn't leave it here for us.
Then why would they leave it? You running around, brother.
The cuneiform tablets was given to us. No, I mean that's.
But how was it given to us?
Because that's how they the laws. Basically, how we use paper, they use tablets.
Then two laws in the cuneiform tablets. Two laws.
Nigga, I don't know the laws, but basically all the laws are written.
Brother, come on, man.
I can't.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Nobody's saved yet. Just because you call on Jesus, don't mean you saved. Christ's name is not Jesus. The letter J was only invented 600 years ago. You can't call on that name to be saved. If you don't know his name is Yahweh, you're not going to be saved. You don't believe in him, right? If you don't think Christ is a black man, you're not going to be saved. You don't believe in him, right? You hate him, right? If you reject that, right? So we must come out to the highways and the byways and teach our people. Your fake Christianity pastors is not going to do it. That's right. The Catholic Church is not going to do it. The Catholic Church is full of molesters and pedophiles, right? The damn fake Ashkenazi Jews, all right, they're pedophiles too, right? This is why we got to go out in highways and byways and shine our light, right? Keep going on.
But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another.
So this is how you know that the fake Jews in Israel are not the real people in the Bible, because they was never persecuted, right? We're persecuted. How you doing, brother? I see you got a Howard University.
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
You believe that you're an Israelite?
I don't know about all that.
Did you go to Howard University? You know, Howard University supposed to be geniuses, right? You feel me? Y'all supposed to know that we're the children of Israel. You take care, brother.
You too, man.
Keep going, out.
For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come.
So how in the hell the fake Jews are Israelites? Because the Son of Man didn't come yet to restore them and redeem us yet, right? The fake Jews, they moved themselves in Israel.
Right.
This is why they're mad at Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, right? This is why Shaquille O'Neal switching up when he played the damn Hebrews to Negroes in his damn theater, right? Let's be real. If we came back to who we are, we don't got to worry about, you know, our people dying in the streets, right? We kings out here, man.
That's
We
right.
warriors, man. We the real giants. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? We got to be bold as a lion. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, man, I see Salty Crew. You know the Bible say we're the salt of the earth, we're the flavor. You feel me? When you come out, we got information for you.
Last time I talked to you, you didn't want to hear my information.
Because you got ripped up, man. We was cutting you up. We talking about we didn't want to hear it. We was cutting you up, man. Hey, it's all good. We love you, brother. You know, but we still got to give you that fire, though, man. You feel me? What you got, huh? Yeah, 2 and 14.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 14. Who gave himself for us, that he might redeem us from all iniquity, and purify unto himself a peculiar people, zealous.
So we the peculiar people that Yahweh the Mashiach Christ died for, right? We the ones he died for, brother. Don't be salty, man. Come over here, brother. Come on, man. We love talking to you, brother. Let's get this info, man. Man, why is it nonsense, King? So we telling our brothers and sisters that we are the people in the Bible.
We probably are. You know what I mean?
You see what's going on with Kanye West?
But we're still created as a slave race. And then what y'all
Who
think-
created us as a slave race?
Annunaki, nigga, we're part of the Annunaki. That's what I'm saying. We're the Annunaki guys, nigga, and we were created as a slave race, my nigga. So they created us, you know what I mean, from the mind goal and to have sex with us, nigga.
So
That's
you
what-
saying
that's what
the
we
white
created
man
for.
created us?
No, not white man. Anunnaki guys.
The
was black.
Anunnaki
They was black.
created us.
They was black people.
So
That's why
what
you-
nation did the
that's what you-
Anunnaki come from?
Man, they came from the stars. They came from in the earth, man.
All right, so you saying the Anunnaki aliens, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're a whole nother species. That's the reason why
So-
y'all saying we gods is because we came from gods.
All right,
Nigga,
but you
what-
confusing the Anunnakis with the Elohim.
Nah, no, I'm not. No,
You know, do you know who the
no,
Elohims
no,
are?
I don't. So it might be the same people, you know what I mean? But the definitions and names been changed over history, and we don't know the true definition. What's the true
I feel like the
definition?
Anunnaki is
What's
a
the
lost
true-
translation of the
what's the
of the
true-
children of
what's
the
true-
angels in
first
the
of
Most
all,
High,
you ain't gotta talk to the
which is
microphone.
Elohim.
You ain't gotta talk to the microphone. So we can talk.
Okay,
But my name is Basim. What you think the true definition of God is?
God is hold on. God is a title.
No.
Yeah, it is a title.
Okay.
It
Okay,
means,
it's a title. You know what I mean?
It means
Because
Elohim.
it's been
It means-
changed. Okay.
God means Elohim.
Yeah, man.
Elohim means judge.
Okay, all right. Well, let me tell you what.
And
Let me
also
tell you
means
what I
divine.
think the definition of it. With my knowledge and what I
Your
looked up.
knowledge or
God,
actual history?
no, actually, what I've been looking up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you don't know anything that we've been taught. We don't know it's true. All we gotta do is take it. You know what I mean? For value. You know what I mean? We don't know if any of it's true. You know what I mean? We've got to take it. Man, regardless, but the gods, it means beings who descended from the heavens. Again, ain't no such thing as God. It's gods, which is plural. But that's why over history we got many gods that was reigning over the earth. We call God many things. You know what I mean? The God is a being who has more knowledge than us. You know what I mean? That's basically that we worshiping and we following. You know what I mean? And that's why y'all say that we gods. We from the whatever y'all it's like they say we gods because we come from these people that we call gods and we are descendants from them.
But we
You know
gotta
what I mean?
understand too. We don't reason we don't say Anunnaki because we go by our Hebrew translation. We don't know that.
Okay, but
the Mesopotamian or Anunnaki translation of the language because you know there's no literature out like that.
Yeah, yes it is. Because the cuneiform tablets. Like, I said this to you. No, niggas, millions of tablets. Because the cuneiform tablets, they're grocery lists, they're law documents. No, yes, the document. That's where all. No, you got this is man written. Look up the cuneiform. You were supposed to do it last time, so I told you the last time. So you looked up the cuneiform tablets.
And it looked like the language looked like sticks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Bro,
the cuneiform tablets.
So, but I got a question for you. You out of the Bible come from Mesopotamia?
Man, the Bible is misleading and it's been rewritten. Say it again.
Who in the Bible come from Mesopotamia?
I don't know. I
Abraham.
can't even tell you.
When Abraham, before his name was Abraham, he was in the land of Ur. And he left the land of Ur, the land of the Chaldees, and he went to the land of Canaan. The land of Canaan is where?
Okay, but what I'm talking about predates all that. I mean, the Anunnaki is where we got our first written language from. That's where we got everything from. I mean, it's all in the cuneiform tablets. Look up the cuneiform tablets and look up the Bible. It goes word for word. It's just changed, little slight changes over.
They said that's over 50,000 years old, but the earth is not even that old.
But that's not, see, that's a lie. How are you going to say the earth is not that old just because the book tells you that?
Where can you carbon date?
Man, I'm some carbon dating. I mean, I don't believe that. That's
But
like
where
you
can
said,
you
that's the pagan.
where can you carbon date anything?
I don't know. Where can you carbon date anything?
You can't carbon date nothing because everything when you carbon date anything, it's always a point 111 or a different number, and that accumulates to a higher percentage than what it is. You can't carbon date the dirt because the dirt is older than the machines in the device. You feel me? But when you looking at a historical point of view, everything has a historical side of it. You talking about the time of Pangea. The time of Pangea is the time of the Towers of Babel. So when you look at, even though it's man written, your license, your ID, what else? When you read the Bible with the traffic signs, when
I
you
believe all that.
yeah, so
I'm
you
talking
put
about-
man written don't
what
really
I'm
mean
talking about
nothing.
Predates all that. Look up the cuneiform tablets.
The cuneiform tablets.
And it predates all that.
The cuneiform tablets, you gotta understand, Abraham was in the land of Mesopotamia where he was still keeping the statute laws commandments. That's during the time of the cuneiform tablets.
Okay, well,
of the Anunnakis, but the Anunnakis,
You know what the Anunnakis gave us?
but the Anunnakis
You know
aren't.
that- you know
The
that-
Anunnakis ain't the true name. The people
It
that we
might
go
be-
by
it's
is
probably not the true
Elohim.
name, okay?
Elohim is the gods,
It might be.
plural.
It might be, you know what I mean? Because names have been changed over time. People have been called many names, you know what I mean? So we don't know.
But
So
we
basically what y'all
know,
saying-
we know, we know,
No, you don't
we
know.
do
You
know.
just know what you've been taught.
No, we know,
That's
we
all
know
you
what's been
what you've
shown.
taught.
Okay,
No, what
so
you've been
so,
taught and what you've
but
been
what's
taught.
wrong being taught?
There's nothing wrong with being taught, but you don't know if it's the truth. All you gotta do is believe it. That's
Well,
all
when you
gotta do.
research, you get the truth, right?
No, it ain't nothing true. Why you gonna research? You research it from
If nothing's
knowledge
true, then
that
why
somebody else
research?
heard. You know what I mean? All the knowledge is written by the victors. You know what I mean? The people who lost, nigga, don't get to tell the story.
Yeah, you gotta prove that. Go to Hosea 4:6.
You can read all the scripture you want. I don't believe it's all man written, nigga. I don't believe that.
Man written don't mean
Do
nothing.
you know what? Do you know what?
A
they
man
did?
wrote the cuneiform.
Do you know what? No, they did not.
Yes, they
They did not.
did. The why wasn't in dirt and tablets. So you saying the alien got so much technology they gonna use a chisel and a stone to print something.
we'll tell
They
you
got,
why.
but they that smart though.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because it lasts forever.
But
Anything that's on
you-
paper, anything, is destroyed. Nigga, the first
That's
thing-
not
the
no
first
no
thing
no.
you do-
They gotta restore it. They gotta restore it.
Man,
They gotta
the
restore it
first-
after the archaeologists find it and dig it up. They gotta restore it back to the original form.
What, the cuneiform tablets?
All of that.
No,
Yes, they do.
Tablets, you know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's not pure.
What about the emerald tablets?
The emerald tablet's the same
No,
thing.
they're not, nigga. It's emerald tablets are made up of
It's
material.
it's
that you can't
rusty.
find nowhere on Earth.
So it's not rusty.
No, it's not
And you
rusty.
talking about? So you saying it's not found? The
Nigga,
material.
the emerald
That's
tablets-
you now. That's YouTube because the material that's in the emerald tablets is actually a material that's in the what's that thing called?
Man, the material,
science,
the
board
material
of,
you read is made from like a
What's
house.
the science board of
Man.
Yeah, the chart of elements. The material is found in the chart of elements.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
So you got to just look it up.
Okay, well, I mean,
And then-
from my knowledge, it's not. You know what I mean? You can't find the
Huh.
emerald tablets.
So let me ask you something.
Uh,
So the cuneiform tablets come from what? The Sumerian language, right?
yeah, exactly. That's
Right?
where we get everything. Our laws, everything comes from them tablets.
Okay, can you substantiate that? Can you prove that we got everything from those tablets?
Oh no, I can't prove it. Just
So,
like
so how are you
wait.
making a claim you can't prove?
The same way y'all making a claim that y'all can't prove.
We could prove it though.
No, you cannot. Dude, you can prove it by comparing it to something else. Nigga, you can't prove
What
anything.
are we not proving?
Everything is you believe it. You know what I mean?
So we can prove that we can prove that we are the Israelites.
How can you can't prove that?
Oh, so you don't believe in prophecies? You don't believe in history?
Man, yeah, I do believe in history.
So, but okay, so if you believe in history, you can easily prove yourself. Where is the land of Judah at?
I don't know where-
It's in West Africa,
Okay.
the land of Wauda.
Okay.
Right? Who's the Hebrew people today? Is the Abos and the Shanti tribes,
Where was the Egypts at? Egyptians. Where was that at?
the Sudanese. That's the land of Mizraim.
So you saw this in Egypt, right?
Yeah, which is not.
In the Middle East and all that stuff, right?
Yes, and Egypt was that name was given by the Greeks.
Okay, so why look it up and why is in Egypt it's only like 100, 200 some pyramids, nigga, and in the United States it's over 2,000 pyramids.
The reason there is pyramids over here, because the children of Israel, the northern tribe, went to the Syrian captivity. They also suffered in the Egyptian captivity, and they went to the land of Azari, which is the land of the north, and they moved to America. That's the Native Americans and the Aztecs and the Mayans, who are the tribe of Gad and Issachar and Ephraim and Zebulon in the
I
Bible.
don't deny none of that because it was written and if y'all doing y'all research, I'm saying it's all man-made. It's all man-made.
But it's facts though. There's artifacts, there's traditional words, the mouth from ancestors. It is written books. And then you put it all together and you look at all the history, you find out that we match everything in the books. We match the history in the prophecies. Just like, for example, the prophecies in the Bible talks about us going to another land that's not ours before we even went here over 4,000 years ago. Tell me that's not real.
Man,
You feel me?
I go even deeper than that. What the Anunnaki, you know what the Anunnaki gave us?
What did they give us? Because they didn't give us no prophecy.
A voice. Nigga, we didn't
They
have
didn't
we
get-
didn't have no vocal cords, nigga.
A lion, a dog has a voice. A dog has a voice. They didn't give no knowledge but they didn't give no knowledge. Why would you have a voice without knowledge, right?
Because we wasn't meant to have
Why can't no? What if the Anunnakis was that? If the Anunnakis was that smart of a species, why don't we understand their language and understand their forms of text?
Because they didn't want us to.
Then why would they leave it here for us?
They didn't leave it here for us.
Then why would they leave it? You running around, brother.
The cuneiform tablets was given to us. No, I mean that's.
But how was it given to us?
Because that's how they the laws. Basically, how we use paper, they use tablets.
Name
No,
two
I mean,
laws in the cuneiform tablets. Name two laws.
Nigga, I don't know laws, but basically all the laws is written.
Brother, come on, man. Hey, all right, go to Exodus 20 and 5. Give me what you got, Al. Hosea 4 and 6.
Oh, yeah, I had that.
Come on, I gotta be sharp with that pistol, man, with that sword, man.
Go ahead and let them brainwash you. I mean,
This ain't brainwashing.
brainwashing everybody.
Yeah, we brainwashing the brainwashing.
First of all, you can talk to me.
This
You
is
ain't gotta
Hosea
talk to
4 and
everybody
6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
So this how our God Yahweh operate when we forget his laws. The Annunaki, we forget their law, nothing happened to us, right? We forget the Annunnaki's laws, nothing happened to us. But we forget our laws, we in the hood, we suffering from our enemies because their laws don't have nothing to do with our laws. Their laws ain't sharp. They don't our laws. The Bible laws is for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It tells you do not sleep with your woman's wife. Don't sleep with your man's wife. It says don't hate your brother. Don't be a homosexual. The Anunnakis don't tell you about not being a homosexual. The Bible do though. But everybody hate it. But where? You can't even understand the language though, brother.
You can, because it's been translated.
But you say something in the Anunnaki language. Because I can say something in the Hebrew language. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. Call me YASHARAHLA. That's a language.
And guess what? And that's one of the things they gave us. He gave us many languages so we could communicate with each
But
other.
so why he? But yeah, he ain't proving nothing. Give what you got, Al. I'm gonna introduce you to Yahweh.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 5. Thou shalt not bow thyself down to them.
So the Most High says, the Most High says, don't bow to your. Well, watch, say this. Watch this. I'm gonna answer your question with this.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
So when you worship the Anunnakis, Egyptian mythologies, you worship you worship Ra or Buddha. And I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you specifically, but when you worshiping them, the Most High don't curse you. This is why we giving you who He is, brother. This is out of love, though. This is all love, but we want you to come back to who you are. We don't worship the Anunnaki. Tell me how we worship the Anunnaki, brother.
All our written language and everything came from.
But what do we do to worship the Anunnaki? Because I could easily debunk the we spoke Anunnaki, okay? Because when you look at the Hebrew, right? The Hebrew is always our language. When the Most High says, when He created the light in the earth, it wasn't just the Most High who said that. It was the gods who said that, and He said that in Hebrew, right?
What I'm saying, you saying the God.
Yeah, we saying what the Bible's saying.
What I'm referring to is the God.
But you prefer your guys is paganism, our guys is righteousness, because you.
So who you say somebody's God is better than somebody else's God?
The Bible, because.
And God, I'm the only one above. There is no one else for me up here.
Oh yeah, I just had.
Okay, just because that was written, y'all believe that? That's what he said. That's not true.
We got everything in the Bible and we believe. Tell me one thing in the Bible that's not true. Tell me one thing in the Bible that's not true.
I believe everything in the Bible is true to a certain extent.
But that to a certain extent means you don't believe everything's true.
Well, you're not supposed to believe everything is true. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to question everything. You know what I mean?
But if you question it, so that don't mean that's not true because you question it. If you question it, you do your research and you find out that it is true. Unless you got a prideful tendency to reject it. Yes, you do if you do the research. That's why you cross-examine things. When you cross-examine, you find the answer on what you cross-examine. Like it gotta line up with the story, with the context.
You know the key word you said in that? What? Story. If I whisper something in his ear right now, and he whispered in his ear, and then he whispered in his ear, I bet you won't come out the same. I bet you won't come out the same.
So a story doesn't mean it's not true. It depends who's telling the story.
My point is that.
So the people all people is more authorized. The Bible is more authorized.
Everybody
That's not true. That's not true. That's why we don't listen to other gods in other cultures, because the gods of the Hebrews, they don't add on or take away from. That's a part of the law.
How do you know that?
Because that's the law in the Bible, not to do it.
So just because somebody said it, that doesn't mean it's true.
No, it's a law not to do it though. Yeah, he tells you it's a law not to add or subtract from it. So you can't make up anything.
I'm going for what I feel, I'm going for what I read and what I see, you know what I mean? So y'all,
Well, if you go by how you feel, then you can be wrong every time. If you go by how you feel, because we ran by emotions.
guess what? That's how
We need laws to correct our emotions. So you saying we don't need laws to correct our emotions?
He gave us a voice, you know what I mean? That's when we got corrupted and started, you know what I mean, thinking we know more and start talking.
But you said we don't need laws to correct our emotions.
Before we was corrupted, you know what I mean, we was in harmony with the earth. As soon as the Annunaki
But
came
what's
down
corruption?
here and changed us,
But what's corruption?
we not-
What's corruption though?
everything is corrupt.
Corruption is something that's going against truth.
First of all, like you started saying, go look up Annunaki and look up the King from tablets. It goes hand in hand with the Bible. It goes, that's why I say I believe the Bible.
What you got?
Because
I got Romans 3:1.
Man, you
What
can-
advantage then have the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision?
And we ain't got to talk over the microphone. We have a
We do this, yeah. We do this. We do this. It's not for you. We ain't doing it because the mic.
Let me
We got people on YouTube.
Yeah.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?
That's right.
Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar.
So everything is a lie if it's not about Yahweh, right? That's why we out speaking Yahweh's words. And if you don't believe it, that don't mean it's not true. That it's not gonna happen.
Luke's is still going to drop on
Yeah, hey, brother. The Bible says Nuke's gonna.
Luke's is still going to come, believe it or not.
Yahweh, all that means is God saves or.
You know what it means though? All right, to me, I don't know, like I said, what I believe, that's the sound of breath. That's the sound of breathing.
That's no. You have so when you hear the ha, little brother, when you hear the ha means breath. No, brother. Oh, damn. Yeah, but the ha, the letter. The wuwak, hey, look, brother. The wuwak is the spirit. The spirit is also the breath. The ha in Yahweh is breath. So you hear the Hebrew sounds of it. That's proving that your spirit discerned that, and you didn't even read that, right? That's a spiritual thing. So if you wrote that, it's not because you're a man that you wrote it. Your spirit wrote it because it was connected by the Most High, right? You had a zeal of knowledge at that point, right? This is why you got to use this as the soap. All the other books is the filth, right? And then when we reading this Bible.
So the Bible, I thought the Bible was like many
The Bible is books, yeah. It's a book.
Okay, so what happened to all the rest of the books that goes into the Bible?
So that's what I'm talking about. If I'm saying the Bible, I'm talking about all the books in the Bible, the volume of the book.
You don't have access to all the books in the Bible.
We do. Yeah, we got the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'll show me your Apocrypha. You know what Apocrypha is?
Burn their library. Burn their
You can't burn books, though, brother. That's an old practice that it's been too many books. You know what they do to books when they need to destroy them? Yeah, they burn records, brother. They burn records, but check this out. The Most High used Ezra to rewrite those books, right? And then all that. Today when you want to destroy a book, you do not burn them. You do not burn them, but you raise the prices, right? Look up Russian icons. When you look at Russian icons, you see Black Moses, Black Christ, right? And those books is like $100,000.
Hold on. I think we did. Okay, we believe that the Most High Spirit is with us, right? Okay, so if He has our spirit within us, that means He can speak through us too, right?
I don't believe that. I don't think it's new.
So you think the Anunnakis can do it, huh? But the Anunnakis can speak through a person?
Are people just like we're people.
But
They're just more advanced and they use niggas.
Okay, so I got a question. How does dolphins communicate with each other? Telepathy, right? Okay. So if they can do that with telepathy, you don't think the spirit can do that? So now you can't believe the Most High can speak through man. No, that no, brother. You just tripped and got up, man. Come on, man.
I don't think no prophets is speaking to us and doing like that. I think that's something else. I think that's something else. Something trash.
So.
We gotta go. Let's just stand in front.
Oh yeah.
Give me Isaiah 42:22.
We talked about this last time.
Right.
But just do me a favor. So next time y'all come and go look up the cuneiform tablets and knock.
Well, the cuneiform tablets is what? Wedge sequence lettering, right? Do you understand how to read wedge sequence lettering?
Nope, I don't.
So how do you know that what the cuneiform tablet says is what you're saying?
Because they was translated. They found a key that translates the letters and they
And then you read the translation, right?
No, I didn't read.
So how do you know that that's true? Why are you believing something you haven't done the research on
But
it?
I just told you I don't believe in nothing because everything.
So why are you professing the Annunaki and in the Sumerian language like you hold so dear onto it, like you know this thing?
Because it makes sense to me. Because it makes sense. Everything that's in the cuneiform tablets is in the Bible, but it just makes more sense.
How do you know that though?
Because somebody else translated just the same way you know it, because somebody else translated the Hebrew language.
And we can read English, right? So have you read the translation?
No, I haven't.
So how do you know it even says what it's saying?
I watch videos and it translates.
But did you go do the study research for your own benefit yourself?
No, I did not.
So you cannot actually rely on that because you haven't done the profound research to understand it, to bring it forth and issue that wisdom out to anybody else.
And I will issue it out to somebody. This is something I believe.
But you're standing on it though. You're standing firm on that belief, but you don't know what that belief is.
And I know, just like
You don't. So that's madness. That we do know what our belief is.
How do you know it was translated and it was translated right?
How do we know that? Because we can go back into the Hebrew where it was originally written in and compare the two. Right?
What about the language before the flood?
The language before the flood, that was the light language, which ultimately is Hebrew. Okay, if it's not true, can you prove me otherwise? Okay, so then you have nothing to stand on. I can't prove it?
It was no language.
Give me Ecclesiastes 1, the very intro.
So you read something that another man wrote.
Ecclesiasticus.
I don't believe everything the man wrote.
You don't believe everything man wrote? So how did you get your driver's license?